Hello everyone and welcome to Brilliant Mind series. In this lesson, we'll be looking at how to multiply using box method. And under multiplication, there are certain steps that we need to follow in order to get the work done correctly. And so we need to know the following. Step 1, we are going to divide both the multiplier and the multiplicand into their separate parts. That's thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. Step 2, multiply each separate part by the multiplicand. And then the final step, which is step 3, we are going to add all the product together. So first, let's look at example 1. Find the product of 145 and 76. The 145 is the multiplicand and the 76 is the multiplier. So what you need to know is that we will bring the multiplier in the vertical column and then the multiplicand on the horizontal column. So 76 is the multiplier. We are going to separate them or separate it into thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. 76 will be 70 and then 6. So tens and then ones. And then the multiplicand, which is 145, we are going to separate it into 100, tens, and ones. So we're going to have 100, 40, and then 5. So when you add 140 and 5, you get 145. And then when you add 70 and 6, we get 76. So don't forget that we always bring the multiplier in the vertical column and then the multiplicand on the horizontal column. After that, what you need to do is that we are going to use 70 to multiply 100. That will give us 7,000. We are also going to use 70 to multiply 40. That's going to give us 2,800. Then 70 by 5 is going to give us 350. And then we take 6 to multiply 100. That gives us 600. 6 to multiply 40. That will give us 240. And then 6 to multiply 5. That is going to give us 30. And then we sum them up. We don't include the 100. We sum them up. 7,600 gives us 7,600. 2,800 plus 240 gives us 3,040. And then 350 plus 30 gives us 380. And so the product of 145 and 76 is 7,600 plus 3,040 plus 380. That gives us 11,020. Example 2. A bag of Yasmin rice cost 1,897 at Sam's Club. How much will 125 bags of similar rice cost? Always the multiplier has to be in the vertical column, 125. So we are going to have 120 and 5. And the multiplicand, which is the cost of the rice, 1,897 is going to be 1,890 and 7. And that's what you see here, 1,890 and 7. Then what we do is to use the 100 to multiply 1,000. And that will give us 100,000. 100 times 800 gives us 80,000. 100 times 90 gives us 9,000. 100 times 7 gives us 700. Then 20 times 1,000 gives us 20,000. 20 multiplied 800 gives us 16,000. 20 multiplies 90 gives us 1,800. 20 multiplies 7 gives us 140. And then we use 5 to multiply 1,000. That gives us 5,000. 5 to multiply 800. That gives us 4,000. And then 5 multiplies 900. That gives us 450. And then finally, 5 times 7 gives us 35. And then we sum them up. So 100,000 plus 20,000 plus 5,000 gives us 125,000. Then 80,000 plus 16,000 plus 4,000 gives us 100,000. Then 9,000 plus 1,800 plus 450 gives us 11,250. And then 700 plus 140 plus 35 gives us 875. Therefore, 125 bags of similar rice will cost $237,125. This is BECE 2019. This question was actually open. It didn't state that we should use box method, but I decided to use box method to solve this particular question. 2090. Multiply 247 by 32. 247 by 32. So the 32 is the multiplier. So when you separate them, you get 30 and 2. And then 247, which is the multiplicand, has to be on the horizontal column. And that's going to be 240 and then 7. So 30 times 200 gives us 6,000. 30 times 40 gives us 1,200. And then 30 times 7 gives us 210. Then 2 times 200 gives us 400. 2 times 40 gives us 80. And then 2 times 7 gives us 14. And so when you sum them up, 600 plus 400, 6,000 plus 400 gives us 6,400. 1,200 plus 80 gives us 1,280. And then 210 plus 14 gives us 224. Therefore, 247 by 32 will give us 7,904. And this is a review exercise. Try your hands on. I have also provided the answers already. Check and make sure whatever you do is right. By using box method, solve the following. Question 1. Multiply 273 by 13. When you solve it, you get something like this. And then question 2. Islam invited 198 female friends during her birthday, and each will have 28 chocolates. How many chocolates would Islam need altogether? When you solve, you get something like this. And then finally, find the product of 23 and 897. And this is the answer you will also get. Please subscribe, share, like, and enable notification. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye-bye.